Bookish friends, welcome to another From Pages to Screen video. Today I'm going to do a special video for autumnamour and I will compare the adaptation of one of my favorite romance books, the second book in the Bridgerton series, The Viscount Who Loved Me. The Viscount Who Loved Me is a 2000 historical romance novel written by Quinn. It was first published by Avon. It is the second novel of Quinn's Bridgerton series set in Regency England and tells the story of Anthony, Viscount Bridgerton, who is the eldest of the Bridgerton siblings. The book is set in 1814. After years of one of the most notorious rakes of the town, Anthony decides to settle down and carry on the family line of Bridgertons. Haunted by his father's death at a young age from a bee sting, Anthony now believes, although irrationally, that he will die young too and does not want the complication of falling in love. Meanwhile, Kate Sheffield arrives in London's town with her younger half-sister Edwina and her stepmother Mary. She is determined to find a suitable husband for Edwina, who is intelligent and renowned for her beauty and is less hopeful about her own prospect as a near spinster. The Viscount Who Loved Me was a #1 New York Times bestseller when it was first published. In March 2022, people ranked The Viscount Who Loved Me as the best book of the Bridgerton series for its enemies to lovers trope, full of banter and chemistry with the character development for the central couple, both as pair and as their own. I certainly agree with the People magazine. I think The Viscount Who Loved Me is the best book in the series. It is one of my top 5 romance books that I have read. I just loved the relationship between Anthony and Kate. Although it started as a banter type, it was clear that they shared their fears and vulnerabilities with each other and became really good friends after a while. They were really independent and strong characters on their own, but their strength doubled as a couple. I think they are far the best couple of the series, and it is a very rare occurrence that I like both of the leads equally in a romance books, and that was what happened with Viscount Who Loved Me. So in summary, I thought it was an excellent romance book and I gave the book a 9 out of 10. This novel was adapted into a season of a TV series, The Bridgertons, which is an American fictional historical romance television series based on Julia Quinn's novels, of course. It was created by Chris Van Dusen and it is Shondaland's first scripted show for Netflix. The first season mostly featuring the first book, Duke and I, in the series, debuted on December 25th, 2020 to generally positive reviews with 625,041 million hours viewed, and it became the most watched English language series on Netflix at the time of its premiere. The second season, in which The Viscount Who Loved Me was the inspiration, premiered on March 25th, 2022. Jonathan Bailey reprised his role as Anthony Bridgerton, with Simon Ashley playing Kate. The season amassed 193 million viewing hours in its opening weekend, the highest opening for any English language Netflix series at the time. It also broke the record for most viewed English language series in a single week at that time with 51,000.74 million viewing hours. By April, this second season had overtaken its predecessor as the most watched English language television series on Netflix at the time with 627.11 million hours viewed since its launch. In From Pages to Screen video series, I compare the original work with its adaptation according to 4 criteria. Faithfulness to the book, casting choices, acting quality, and my IMDb rating. I try to be as objective as I can in the first 2 criteria, whereas of course I'm more subjective on the latter 2. As for faithfulness to the book, I will give it a minus because I thought I was watching an alternative version in which Anthony and Kate still found their way to each other. So many things were changed. Very significant scenes were removed from the script, whereas new scenes were added. And there was a love triangle which does not exist in the book. Though I liked some of the changes, objectively it is certainly a minus for faithfulness to the book. For casting choices, although I admire the fact that Bridgerton series exists in an alternate universe, it's not very possible that so many mixed races would be present in the original work, but the ages and the general attributes of the actors, aside from the race, was on point, so it's a check. And the acting quality, I think that was the shining star of the series. Jonathan Bailey and Simone Ashley were great as a couple. They had incredible chemistry, and I loved watching their scenes. It was very, very romantic. It contained much less sex than the first season. The sexual tension was, I think, superior as regards to the first season. And I also really did like the actors who played the Bridgerton siblings. Maybe because they had more meaningful scenes, they also shined. My favorite actresses were the elderly actresses who played Lady Danbury and Viola Bridgerton, Lady Bridgerton. I think they displayed my favorite side characters in the book accurately. So for acting quality, it was certainly a plus. For my IMDb rating, I think the second season of Bridgerton still gets an 8 from me because, as I mentioned previously, I liked some of the changes that they made, and I quite like a more slow burn romance. And even in an alternate universe, I would still root for Kate and Anthony. And also, of course, the superb quality of acting helped a lot me to enjoy this romance series. So in summary, even though I thought the book was a bit better than the TV series, I would still advise you to watch the series because it tells a fairly good love story, even though it is very different from the book. If you like romance, I think you shouldn't miss out the scenes between Anthony and Kate in this television series. Please comment down below, have you read The Viscount Who Loved Me or watched the Bridgertons season 2? And what do you think of them? If you're a new viewer, first of all, welcome. Please like and subscribe. Hope to see you very soon. Bye. As for Turkish word of the day, I'm going to choose B, since B plays a very important role in both the book and the TV series. B means arı in Turkish, and arı is our Turkish word of the day. Have a good day.